What an experience and opportunity we have here today.
3 times a year, the Nebraska Supreme Court visits schools in the state and hears arguments on an ongoing case. Recently, the court was hosted by Papillion Vista High School, a place the Chief Justice of the court once worked. Here's longtime Sarpy County Juvenile Court Judge Bob O'Neill.
The Chief Justice Heavican was a high school teacher at what was then known as Papillion High School between 1969 and 1971. The Chief Justice was my English teacher during my senior year, and in fact,
School Superintendent Andy Rickley acknowledged the importance of the event.
So to have a monarch as the Chief Justice of the Nebraska Supreme Court and a distinguished judge both come out of this building speak so highly of this building, its staff, and this community. This is an incredibly special event for our students, for our staff, for Chief Justice Heavican and his team. To have a high school host an event of this magnitude is pretty darn incredible.
Judge O'Neill laid out the case for the students and others in attendance.
Mateo and Manuel were found by the Lancaster County Separate Juvenile Court to be children who lacked proper parental care due to the faults of their mother under the Nebraska Juvenile Code. This case centers on the proper interpretation of the Indian Child Welfare Act, or ICWA. This case is an appeal from the Lancaster County Separate Juvenile Court. It is my great honor to introduce to you the Nebraska Supreme Court.
Please remain quiet and do not ask questions during the hearing. If for whatever reason you have to leave during the arguments, please leave out the back doors. You will not be allowed to enter until the case is over. Welcome to the Supreme Court. We'll get started.
All rise, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The Honorable Supreme Court of the State of Nebraska is now open for the transaction of business. Draw nigh all ye having business with this honorable court, and ye shall be heard. God save the state of Nebraska and this honorable court.
Thank you. You may be seated.
The justices listened to arguments from each side of the case, asking questions to better understand how ICWA will affect their decisions.
Members, for purposes of ICWA, is that an accurate characterization of the record?
Once the argument was completed, students were given the chance to ask the justices questions with one caveat.
We love you, but we're not quite that informal, so please try not to refer to us as you guys. I made that request of the students at Creighton this morning, and somebody referred to us as you guys. So,
my question for the justices here today is, what advice do you on the court have for young people who are interested in pursuing law?
Picking your undergraduate degree, pick whatever you love, right? Wherever your true interest lies. I was in law school with people who had music degrees. The Chief Justice was an English teacher.
How do you guys prepare for cases?
The testimony is taken down. The documents that are exhibits are compiled, and they come to us in big boxes. And we read everything that happened in the trial court, and then the attorneys get the chance to make arguments.
Sorry for referring to you guys as that. Again, I did it.
You caught it. Thank you very much.
You're very brave.
Thank you.
How does one get into a place in their career that they can join the Nebraska Supreme Court?
And then applying for an open position after someone has retired, resigned, or died.
The event was live streamed by students from PLV Media.
Again, thank you so much for hosting us, everybody here in Papillion. And I hope it was a learning experience for you, and it's always a learning experience for us. So thank you all very much.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.